Hi Mr. everyone, and this time I'm gonna make a doodle story. So let's get started. Well, this is Molly. Molly was a beautiful and enthusiastic girl who loved to look in a brilliant mirror she had in her bedroom. But something was happening since a few days ago, and that scared her. Her hair was getting ugly, was turning an horrible color, a thicker thickness, and even it was turning a strange shape. After 3 weeks, it was a disaster, and despite trying to control it by using shampoos, curling, and trying other things, it seems like nothing worked. Sometimes people around her made fun of her, and they said a lot of things, such as her hair looked like a bonfire, and clearly that made her feel sad. But her family, and especially her best friend Marta, always supported her and she felt better. But one day, when Molly dropped by Marta, she realized there was a beautiful mirror at the end of the hallway that led to Marta's bedroom. So as usual, she decided to look in it for a while, and she got a giant surprise since the mirror reflected her with a totally beautiful and long hair. Molly was totally dumbfounded and asked Martha for an explanation, but Martha told her her grandmother had brought it a few days ago and nobody had noticed something like what she was saw. Then Molly decided to make a visit to Martha's grandma, because she really felt she needed to have one for at least look herself with a beautiful hair. Before arriving there, she had to pass for a magnificent grove. The incredible place was totally peaceful, and when she walked there, that place made her feel so good, joyful, and for a moment she didn't think about what people said about her hair, and she felt she didn't want to live there. But she had to move down, and then she had to pass for a swamp. But this place made her feel so bad, because all the thoughts in which she didn't think in the graph turned back and they startled her. Then, unlike in the other place, she tried to get out of there immediately. Finally, she got to Martha's grandma. It was a really fantastic and pretty place. The house was located in a hill with some animals swimming in a pond. It was similar to the graph, really peaceful and enjoyable. Molly took the door and a kind old woman attended to her. She was clearly Martha's grandma. And in that moment, Martha's grandma imagined what Molly was doing there. How? I don't know, but she just did it. Then Molly got in the house and they drank a cup of tea. And Molly asked her about the mirror she had brought to her granddaughter's house. Then the old woman told her that the mirror was a mystic one, that evidently reflected people what they wanted to see with the heart. And she had had it for a long time since her husband died. So every night she looked in it to see her husband next to her. But that only happened if what the people wanted to see was at the same time, in some way or another, tormenting, worrying, or making them sad. And for that, the mirror wasn't good. And if she wanted to feel good or in peace with herself, she had to accept her hair, be patient, and also be strong in the face of the criticism. But oh my god, suddenly everything turned so crazy like a tornado, and everything was dark. Then, when she could see the light again, she couldn't believe everything had been a super long, strange, and terrible dream. Her hair was fine and beautiful. Everything was normal. Then she got up and was the whole day thinking about what strange and creepy that dream had been.